Hello, everybody. This is Inferno Productions today with a podcast, and I'm joined today by a very special person. This person is known as Badger. Say hello, Badger.
Hello, 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 everybody. What's up, everybody? Badger 1997 here, and today I'm here with Inferno Duck, or known as Inferno Productions, and I'm just doing a podcast. So let's just do it.
Yes,
I'm just
indeed.
not good. I'm not good at intros, but let's just go on.
Well, now that you said you're not good at intros, you're going to have to start, talk about what you're going to have to answer all the questions and stuff now. Haha.
All
Okay,
right.
so the first question that I sort of have for you is, how did you get into the machinima community?
Well, geez, that's actually a very good question.
That's why I asked it.
I know, I know. All right. What I remember was that how I got into the machinima community is that the very first one I actually never thought I got into the machinima community is there's one video I saw during 2010 when I first got my very own iPod Touch. I watched this YouTube video called the Halo 3 Machinima Battle. It was mostly like a red versus blue thing and the matchmaking. And it was like a lot of gun blazing, like pew 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 and all that stuff. And then by the end there was like a lot of energy fighting. And I was like,
Energy
wow.
fighting.
Yeah, it was like, basically an energy sword
Oh,
fighting.
right, okay.
Yeah, yeah. It was fun. It was really fun, and I actually, I got into it a little bit. Then later on, somewhere in 2011 or 12, I was guessing, the very fully creative machinima I ever saw, like in the Halo community, was Rise of the Spartans. Rise of the Spartans was my idol.
An idol of everyone, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Rise of the Spartans was the first was the first one, and it got inspiration of me to get into machinimas. Well, first off, I was more of a body actor at that time because I was more of a fanboy too much of R617 and Mike WB, since Mike WB is my second one, my second idol for on the mission community.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty much by now it's just like I've been a good fan for at least from 2011 to 12 until 13 of no, actually no, that's not 13. It's actually 2014, around January the 1st of 2014. That's when I got into machinimas, like, well, and absolutely machinima stuff. Like the very first short machinima I done was called Swag dot MP4.
Swag.
Like yeah, it was swag. It was more of my character and some sort of a golden character from Halo 4. It's just like, it was like all in the hood stuff, like saying like why, wearing golden armor, and I never seen that guy wearing that in public, and he says like it is all about the swag, man. And then I actually just kill him, just telling him that there's no swag in the hood. No.
No swag in the hood.
Yeah. It's looking a little more thing like in here in the United States, just like the hood stuff, like African Americans, like not being racist or anything. It's like that every time in my neighborhood. Not it always happen like that. But yeah, any other questions?
Um, well, now, 'cause, I mean, now you got your computer and everything set up. What sort of content can we see in the future on Badger Studios, Productions,
It's
Enterprises?
fact. It's Badger Army Productions, but I'm actually will be thinking about changing the studio name. Like anything would be helpful, but well, the content I am actually be working on right now, since I got the Windows 8.1 desktop and the monitor. I recently just installed one of my application discs of the Sony Vegas Movie Studio Plan 12, the little brother version of Sony Vegas Pro 12. I got this like 3 months ago on Amazon. It was like $22, and it was a good price. It used to be $59. It was like 50% off. It was good.
Okay.
Um, Oh yeah, so the content I'll be working on is basically I'm working on this one major project called the Fires of the Usang War. It's just just that that's the main project we were working on. Pretty much my whole motivation for mission in the community.
Okay, so
Uh,
is the series like what sort of stage are you? Are you still in the scripting stage, or are you onto the body acting?
I am now in the middle of a scripting at the moment because I am actually since now all this new stuff I have the new computer I installing the Sony Vegas software which it works just like charmed like it finally works because I was getting to worry if this thing doesn't work on the new computer and no problems with that, but other than that, yes, I am actually gonna be working on a script at the moment since I'm somewhere at the middle at the point, but I'm gonna be working on it a little bit more, and there are some small parts of the scripting I can actually do some by acting scenes, like just literally just small by acting scenes, like saying like two people I need, all that stuff. That's all I basically need to do.
Well, if you
But
need
other
two
than that,
people, then you can do that in local. That way you can actually lower their guns.
yeah, I know, but the thing is that I don't know how to try to do like, rendering like, modified like, bring the armor versions of the second controller, like the second guest will be like using like my character and that kind of stuff. I just like I'd rather do that like online and stuff than all that.
Oh, okay, right, fair enough.
Yeah. Um, Pretty much I'm not really sure because actually there is one. There's actually another one. It's actually another major project, but that one's gonna be on hold for a while. It's called The Rise of the Guardian Angels.
Rise of the Guardian Angels. Is it to do with angels?
Yeah, it's definitely based and inspired from Destiny. Just basically the storyline is more of likely like it's from Destiny, but it's more of a Christianity like, religious thing. It's more of like heaven and hell battling each other for the very last millennium battle, and that way, which one of them, which side wins, they pretty much will protect the soul system for eternity. And basically, the other dimension, like hell or heaven, would be like they'll no longer exist, like just like that.
So it's sort of like a battle for survival in hindsight.
It's like that. Basically, the Spartans, the Guardians, let's just say the Guardians, like the Spartans, like us, like me and you, we're the Guardians, like the Guardian Angels of Earth and the other and Soul System, since like hell, if I say Satan himself, like came into the Earth at one time, he spread darkness from all over the galaxy, and everything is all like gone, and the Spartans are basically like the Guardian Angels are gonna recapture everything what we have during our golden age. It's basically just like like the whole like basically like the actual version of Destiny is like that.
Okay, so like during the opening like scene of your thing, you had to do not based on the Halo series and not based on any religion, because if you're gonna do
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
then it's sort of like
yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah, I know that's one. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
well, no, the not based on religion thing is more of a joke, to be honest. But
um, Well, there's a third one which is kind of like not like a big a deal at the moment, but there is one short I may be working on. It's called The Target. I am not completely finished with the script yet, but there's gonna be one short until like if I didn't actually work very well, if I'm actually getting a little bored of doing the first mission of basically the Fire Squadron War, I might well do the short version if I want to. But other than that, it's yeah. So, anything else? Any other questions?
I wonder. Let me just get my notebook out real quick.
Well, a notebook.
Okay, this is a question that from now on I'll be asking anyone who's in these podcasts with me. How do you like your ducks?
Oh, ducks. Um,
This is a correct answer, by the way.
I don't really know. I'm more of like a badger guy because I'm not as much of a duck,
But you
really.
you eat badgers? They're endangered.
Ah, ah, ah. No, 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 I'm just kidding. Ducks. I actually never ate duck on my
Oh,
life. Which basically, you're my friend. Like, you're my buddy because you're a dog. I'm never gonna eat you. I'm never gonna eat your family.
hmm. You are staying on my friend list. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh well. Um, I guess from this point on the podcast, when I'll be talking about things that either I'll be doing or things that we've sort of noticed in the community that have come out and have been pretty impressive. I guess we could go there if you want. Do you want to start off with that, or?
Sure, go ahead.
Well, no, I mean, I was asking, do you want to start off with that? So you say something you've noticed from the Shino community that sort of flourished on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the one question is that what do you think about the Nishino community right now? Like, what is it like? Pretty
Hmm.
much like what is like this right now, since we have a lot of people criticizing, and a lot of people are being targeted, like for their own channels and all that stuff.
We're going to go into that depth.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
the Machine community at the moment is fragmented. It is fragmented between underdogs, top dogs, birds and frogs, and people who just want to screw people over. Um, I mean, the people who want to screw people over by targeting YouTube channels. I haven't been targeted, so I wouldn't know anyone personally who's done it. I know there have been instances with some people on my friends list that have been targeted, but their names will be kept secret. Uh,
well, technically, I know that one friend like we both know, but we're not gonna tell you. We're not gonna tell anyone who's watching this. You've been warned.
well, now that you said that we both know that person, they're going to look on both our friend lists and see who's relevant.
Yeah, but continue.
Um, but then the top dogs, for example, people like Digital Virus and Older 617, Trigams.
Don't forget Mike WB for once. Mike
Oh yes, and a
WB.
successful GTA mission, that was very good.
Yeah.
Obviously, because they're like top dogs, they are very successful on YouTube. But then going to the underdogs, people who are just starting up, like myself, you.
Me, me, and
Um,
mostly all our friends. Like one example. Actually, I want to give a shout out. If it's okay, if I can give you a shout out to your channel, like your little podcast. I want to give a shout out to DGamer119. Like, check out the Infinite Guardian,
oh
because
yeah,
the series is awesome. I really highly recommend you need to watch the series. The season one is the best.
because it's not like one of those cliche. Oh, elites versus humans. Oh no, it's
And no,
it's
not
the
that kind of
first of its
stuff.
kind. It's a machinime.
Machinime, like basically like anime stuff and Halo, like all that stuff. You gotta love anime.
Exactly. I guess you could say it's taken essence from things like Attack on Titan, Sword Art Online. Um,
I was gonna say Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online is like the favorite anime of all time. This is actually the favorite one. The second one is Attack of the Titan. That's those
no,
like the two base. I
well, yeah.
love those two.
Um, what was the other part of your
Mhm.
question?
Um. Well.
Because you said
Uh,
something about the community, like how is it structured right now? Was that the original question?
yeah, that was the original question. Yeah.
But well, the way that it's structured means that people like me, you, Fordo, people who are starting up Machinima on YouTube are having a hard time actually getting that fan base because everyone's focusing on the top dogs or the people who are
Yeah.
targeting people because they make their content funny and uh, abusive to that person they're targeting, which makes people laugh at it. Um,
Yeah.
but then again, people like you and me, we're trying to make a machinima that's not cliche. I mean, I'm doing a machinima called Clans of St. Helios, which is based all on elites, which there aren't many out there. I mean, there's one very successful one called Brotherhood. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it.
Yeah. All
Um,
right.
that was done by Sam Small, or Small Productions,
Right.
and
Oh yeah, that guy.
that guy. But due to that, it's sort of hard to get set up on YouTube at the moment. But hopefully, as I bring more stuff out, people will realize that I'm trying to be a serious man.
Yeah, serious man. But yeah, the other question is that if you can remember your childhood back then, what was
18 years
your
ago.
what is your like your very first game system and your favorite video game of all time in your childhood? Like, what are those two things
Are
were your
you
favorite?
limiting to childhood to like realistically 4 till 10? Is that how you're in between that, or literally from
That's fine.
18
Like
years?
any types of games, any types of systems, you know.
Oh god. Well, when I was a kid, I wasn't really much of a gamer because I was more of an out and about, go to the park, go into the woods and stuff like that kind of person. But then I guess when I became 6 or 7, I got a PlayStation 2,
Oh, PlayStation 2, man.
and
That's the first. That's me. I got the PlayStation 2 when I was a kid. I got that, but actually no, it's actually PlayStation 1, the very, very old version of PlayStation. I got that one, but PlayStation 2 was the replacement for that.
then I got the game. You've probably all heard this because of the upcoming game, Star Wars Battlefront. That
Oh,
was my favorite game on my PlayStation 2 because I was a big Star Wars
nice.
fan because I had all the Star Wars Lego, I had all the Star Wars sort of weird books they came out with. Um, I was a bit of a Star Wars nerd, I guess you could say back then. I've sort of lost all that knowledge now, but
Yeah, pretty much for me, for my PlayStation 2, my only favorite games I love to play was Ratchet and Clank and Ace Combat.
Ratchet and
Purposely
Clank,
Ace
yes.
Combat. I love Ratchet and Clank. That game is like the best game, like best classic game I've ever played. I don't know if you heard of this game called Splashdown. Like, you ever
No,
heard of this like a very water like a water racing game? Like, you ever heard of
no,
that game?
I've never heard of it.
Nah, I don't know. It's just so like you can remember any of that kind of stuff. But what was your next question was that what is your first amateur game you played on any different systems? What is your very first amateur game?
Wait, are you saying
Like, base,
immature or M for mature?
um, M for mature, like
Oh,
basically
okay, for
rated
saying
M for
immature game.
mature.
For my first mature game, um, because I didn't, because after my PlayStation 2, I got a DS and I had stuff like Nintendogs, Pokemon, Zelda, and stuff like that. But then I guess my first M for mature would be, because I didn't get an Xbox 360 till 2010.
Oh, 2010. That's the year when I got into Xbox. Well, actually, when I was like somewhere like we were 1 or 2 or 3, I had a neighbor one time. I was new in the neighborhood across the street from here. He got me into Xbox, like like the very classy version of the Xbox. But back then, I wasn't into much of the Xbox until 2010. That's when I got into Xbox. I
Mm.
had my own 360.
And then
So like that, like in that year, like you did the same thing that time, like got yourself a 360.
mm. But
Mm.
then I guess because when I got the Xbox, I only had 3 games. I only had Halo 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I had, oh, what was it? Well, I had to fish that out later, but it was another game. It was a shooter. Assassin's Creed 2. That's what it
Mhm.
was.
Nice. The first two games, the only two games like I know I had before was well, what kind of Xbox? Well, actually, no, that's the next question I'm asking you. But the two games I started off with was the NHL 2K9. It's basically a hockey game, 'cause since I love hockey so much, and the other one was Halo Wars, the battle strategy of Halo.
Mm.
And then the third game I got was Halo 3, basically Halo 3.
I think I saw someone try doing a machinima on Halo Wars. It looked interesting, I
It
guess.
really does. Except for there's another shout out I want to give out to is M Do Knight. M Do Knight is like he's one of my great buddies I know. He's very awesome. He's very cool. Uh, if you don't know, there's a little group channel called White WCS, basically White Center Studios. Doom Knight has made a like a Halo Wars slash Halo Reach machinima on that channel. I highly recommend that you guys watch it because it's actually really good. I wouldn't say you might be excited or anything, but it's very awesome. Like, it's very good content. It actually blends into the storylines though. But yeah, I highly recommend you guys watch it and also subscribe to Doom Knight since I'm giving out a shout out to him. Go do that, guys.
Mm. Keep shouting out to peeps.
Our peeps, yeah, our peeps, man. But yeah, All right, the next question is what kind of Xbox 360 console you just got during 2010? What kind of console was it?
Oh, I got the Xbox Elite, the black one.
The black one. Personally, for me, I got the very last Xbox 360 arcade console, the white version of the Xbox 360. Which this old geezer here has been getting new updates every time, like for new updates for our dashboards and everything. It works just fine. It never and the work and the best thing is,
Is that
which
what you use right now?
I'm trying not to jinx it, but I don't have the red ring of death yet. It's like, no, don't jinx it.
Oh,
And
that's easy to fix. I mean, I've fixed that several times.
yeah, but I never done it yet before, which I'm still lucky. So yeah.
When I said that, I'm sorry, but you have to get it now.
All right.
I will curse your
Um.
Xbox.
hmm, Well, there's a third. Oh, there's another question. Is what kind of capture card are you using right now? What kind of capture card?
I am using the Elgato HD Next Gen.
The next gen, oh, like the 60 frames per second one.
Oh
That
yeah.
one. Wow, no, Dad, you got some swag, and then you got swag and the thug life. So you
Well, no,
wanna
'cause I mean,
be,
originally I had the HD PVR
yeah,
2,
yeah, yeah. To PBR two,
and
yeah.
then
Like what happened to it?
when I finally got it, I set it all up, plugged it all into my computer, and it just wasn't working. Like it was recording for literally a second, and then it literally freeze up and turn off or stop recording. And at that point, I started asking people who use the same thing, and they never encountered that problem. So I guess it was maybe the hardware problem within that certain device. So I sent it
Well,
back.
well, yeah.
We got the money back, and then I just got the Elgato, which I should
Nice.
have done in the first place.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's a like little thing for people like you. Like you got the HD PBR two. It's a rare thing. Like I don't know what happened to it. Like I never mentioned to that. It's just sometimes it's basically like your computer or it's just like a certain software itself. Like basically like your capture device. Like it could be sensitive. Like any different types of devices. Like in any from a hotpot company you'll get like strange there's like rare chance of any different kinds of devices will have a minor glitch to it. Like for me, for the HD PVR2, like the HDMI in and out for the Xbox 360, it doesn't work like that. But instead, I tried doing components, and the component works on like doing component videos, like the quality of it on the Xbox 360. But the HDMI in and out is for the Xbox One, which is works just fine, which is really cool because the HD PVR2 itself, I didn't actually get a new one since then there's an updated version for you can do for the next gen consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing since it only works on 360 and the PS3, I tested it out on the Xbox One. It just wow, it just works phenomenal on. Like it just works just fine. But yeah, so
Technology.
technologies these days, advanced technologies. But
Mm.
yeah, the next question is what is your favorite YouTuber subscriber? Who was your favorite YouTuber
Oh god,
subscriber?
I can't pick favorites. Oh god. Well, it depends which channel you're talking about. I've got two. One that
well,
you still need to delete the other one because I
well,
don't use it. But
tell me the two ones. Tell me the two subscribers you know, like your favorite.
oh god, you're making me choose two favorites now. Um,
So anything.
do you mean machinima wise or just anything overall?
Well, first one's Machinima. The second one can be anything. Machinima.
Um, well, I went through different stages of having favorites for machinima. It started off with the
Uh,
actual machinima channel back in 2006 when not Rise of Spartans, Forgotten Spartans was uploaded to there
yeah,
because
that
that
thing is so
was
old.
I've watched that countless times now, and it was because I can remember watching it, and it got up to I think it was the sixth or seventh part, and then he started using masking, and I remember commenting on his video or the video saying, "How the hell did you get more than 16 people in there and stuff?" And it got to that, and then after that, I went through a stage of not really watching machinima. I just sort of stopped, and then after that sort of 3 year period where I stopped watching machinima, um, I sort of found Rise of the Spartans,
Yeah, pretty much everyone knows.
the one that everyone knows, and then I sort of watched that a couple times, and then I sort of moved on to other things, watched other people's machinima channels. But the one that's actually kept me coming back to the channel to see if they've uploaded anything new, I guess you could say, would be um, either the Gamer 119's channel, because I've kept coming back to watch his stuff through W White Center Studios, because I helped out in Infinite Guardian. I'm a big fan of it. And then
Same
also
here.
Rod's Rise of Delta Squad. I've watched that a couple
And
times. Recently helped body acting that.
what about Return of the Ghost? Well, actually, no, 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 scratch that, scratch that. I don't want to tell anyone about that.
Return of the Ghost. Oh, that's Ghost, isn't it?
Yeah, but personally, I don't want to tell anyone, the viewers, to know one certain friend of ours that we don't want like him to be targeted, so we don't want to tell him about that.
Oh, you just said it.
Scratch that. Scratch.
Well, that's staying in. Um,
Yeah. All right, continue.
and then a thing that's not machinima related was the one you wanted as well.
Yeah. The other ones, yeah, like any not related YouTube stuff. What are the other?
Probably the Let's Play channel they have. Because I watched that from the Achievement Hunter. I watched that quite a bit.
Um, like what about like fail of the week on Halo stuff, like like on Rooster Teeth,
I kind of
like how
got bored of that when I got to episode 120 something because it was just the same stuff regurgitated over and over again.
I see. Yeah, I can tell you understand that. Uh, for, for me, for mine, there's plenty of a lot of YouTuber subscribers. I just subscribe to anything really. They're very awesome stuff. The first one will be like for machinima related stuff. It's gotta be, my three main idols will definitely be, well, actually, the three ones are my idols back then. They were Arbor 617. Actually, it's actually Mike WB. The first one. Second is Arbor 617. The other one is the Spearhead. If you remember him, the
Ah, the
Spearhead.
Halo dub. Yep, I remember him. Yep.
Hail Dove is like it's hilarious. I also, against the viewers who are watching this, watch Hail Doves from the spot, the Spearhead. He is literally funny. He's good at making some voiceovers and comedy. I recommend you watch that. Um,
It's brilliant. I
yeah.
think I've watched
The
that like
fourth
three
one.
times through.
Yeah. I know. All right, the mission, another mission related for action movies, like for actions, it definitely would be RP-617 for the Rise of the Spartans, Digital Virus for the Dawn of the Titans. Dawn of the Titans was the best one. Digital Virus, and who was the other one? Oh yeah, Evan Royalty. Evan Royalty
Ass,
is
yes.
He's a good one. He's a good one. He is technically he is the expert on war machinimas. Like one of his machinimas I've seen so far was really good. It was called the Act of War. Since it was mostly just a short machinima, but it was amazing, really amazing. I recommend all you viewers to watch his videos as well.
I haven't actually watched it yet.
Yeah, you need to watch it. It's very good. It's actually really, really good. Good storyline, good dialogue of it. And you need to watch it.
Okay, I'll check it out after the podcast, most likely.
All right. What was the other question? What kind of editing software do you use for your machinimas? Like, what is your main editing software you do? Like, what is your main?
Um, well, the only three. Well, I guess just Photoshop for the thumbnail. Does that count? Does it count?
Which one?
Photoshop for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I can count that. I can count that.
Okay, so I use
But
that
yeah,
for the thumbnails and pictures.
yeah.
Then
But
I
what is? Yeah, like
use Sony Vegas Pro 12 for my
Pro
actual
12.
hmm
Oh, like so the actual disc, or you
digital
just patch? Huh? The disc?
disc.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Um,
think.
I use that to actually piece everything together. Then I use Adobe After Effects for any special effects I use, but I'm quite new to it, so I'm just getting used to
Special
coloring.
effects. Special effects. Visual. You mean like visual effects? Yeah, does that count?
Yeah, because you edit the scenes to make it. That's editing.
Well, yeah. Okay, I was gonna say Sony Vegas Pro 12. The editing software I'm currently using, which is the cheapest way, but it's also like is I'm using the Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum 12. It is
It's a
oh,
cough.
just a little cough. Give me a second. I need to get some. I need to get my waters right there. Give me a second.
Okay. Well, indulge in beverages. Glub glub glub. Still glubbing.
Oh, oh my god, water. Oh my gosh, fruit punch is very good. All right, I was saying before, yes, I using the Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum 12. It is the little brother version of Sony Vegas Pro 12, like you have. The
Hmm.
thing is, the only thing it doesn't have the certain stuff it has on Pro 12 is there's just the masking and more of other stuff you can do cool things. Like there, all the cool things from Sony Vegas Pro 12 is in Sony Vegas Movie Studio Planet 12. It's just the only thing I know so far is just the masking and the audio tracks and the video tracks. The maximum capacity you can go up to is 20. There is a another version called Sony Vegas Movie Studio Platinum 11. It's the same thing from the little brother version of Sony Vegas Pro 11, but the only thing is the same thing doesn't do masking, but you only get a limited capacity of like going up to 10 audio and video tracks. So I got the movie plan 12 for $22.99 from the Amazon.com because they were just like doing a 50% off. It used to be $122, 50% off. It was just like amazing.
Good timing.
50%. Yeah. Same thing for the movie Planet 11, which I was trying to choose which one's the best. I just did the Planet 12 because since they can go up to 20 audio and video tracks, that'll be plenty enough for me. So, but yeah, but other than that, the visual effects I don't really have the Adobe After Effects at the moment. I know there's for CC like Creative Cloud. It's like basically you only do like $19.99 a month, like pay up like you like it's like more of like a rental thing. Like you just like you pay up $19 a month every time, and you still enjoy you're doing your Adobe After Effects, but you still be paying,
Yeah, I'm
which I
doing
don't
that.
have it which I don't have it at the moment, but I will think about it. But for you, Inferno, I'm actually will be thinking of you, like, I actually want you to help on my visual effects. I want you to,
Well, all I've really done is at the moment is color grading. I
well,
just
telegraphing,
color graded one scene to make it a little more evening, which I'm not sure if people thought it was good or not. I think one person said it was good.
meh,
Um, but I mean, obviously, it will get better as I keep practicing with it and actually applying it to scenes and stuff like that.
I see. I can understand that. I can understand. But yeah, what was the other question? Um, are you into, the question is, here it is. Are you into PC gaming? Like, for example,
Oh
are you on
yes,
Steam?
PC Master Race.
All right. Can you tell me like what kind of games you play for PC? Like what games did you play?
A wide variety of games. I mean, for example, I'll just actually open my Steam library.
Steam.
Steam, yeah, I use
Wait,
Steam.
yeah, I'm actually at the moment right now, since I have my new desktop with me at the moment, I might will think if I want to actually go onto Steam, like re-download Steam on my new desktop. But the bad news is I am not going to be doing any PC gaming for my videos because the monitor itself, it doesn't have the HDMI import things. I can just like plug it in towards the
Well,
laptop and all that
just get
stuff.
DX That's software.
Fix stuff. Well,
DX
that's
Tory.
you.
That's the one I use.
Uh, well, leave a comment. Leave a little note on the description on Skype for me, please. Like after we're done with this.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, Steam. Like, what kind of games do you have for Steam? Since Steam is like the one of the most popularly like the popular things on the internet, like on social media. What kind of Steam games do you play?
Things like DayZ is one I play quite a bit.
DayZ is good.
Deus Ex Human Revolution, Elder Scrolls Skyrim because that's just amazing on PC. Um, Gary's Mod.
Gary's Mod. I'm actually will be thinking about getting that. I will think. I've been watching a lot of Gary's Mod videos from any YouTubers. I will think about getting that.
You should do. It's very good.
I know. What about TF2, Team Fortress 2?
I played that for a long time, but then I sort of got bored of it.
Oh
I mean,
man,
it
why?
doesn't mean I won't play it. It just means I won't be able to play it for very long before I bore myself to death again.
Yeah, okay, I made it more dramatic on that part.
Other games, stuff like PlanetSide 2, that's a good free game. It's a
Oh, it
FPS
is. It
RPG,
is.
not RPG, MMO. Sid Meier's Civilization 5, I play that quite a bit.
Civilization 5.
Hmm.
No, that's another thing. I'm actually will be getting a PC games on a disc version for St. Meier's 5 or even Beyond Earth. Beyond Earth.
I
Like,
haven't got
but
that yet. I need to get
me,
that.
I must get that. That game is awesome. Okay, another question is, it's still related on your Steam thing, is that do you do editing stuff? Basically, there's a thing called Source Filmmaker, like SFM software. Like basically you can do your free version of like your animation shorts and all that stuff. Are you doing that kind of stuff?
I have never even heard of that, so no, I haven't done that.
You need to watch it. I'm gonna be leaving you in the description, and you need to watch it, and like you know what it's all the meaning about. Is there's a big community, and there's like I won't say if like they're in the same critical response like ours, like the Halo Machinima community. It's more calm and everything. There's no I don't know,
I
but
don't think we
I
should separate the Halo Machinima community with the Machinima community in total because it's all one body. It's just a different genre.
different genre. Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah. Okay, so that's one of the things. I think that'll be it for those questions. But like for the PC game, the PC stuff. What is the best movie of 2015 have you seen so far? What is the best 2015 movie you've seen so far?
Well, this year I haven't really seen many films. I've seen a lot of films last year, but for this year it would have to be one of the only films I have watched, Kingsman.
Kingsman. I never
Yes.
heard of it, but
You haven't heard of it?
I actually never heard of it really. I actually never heard of it, but I will look at to it. I'll look
It's
at to
very
it.
funny. It's incredibly funny.
All right. What about last year's? What about last year's movies? Like you saw the best years of 2014 that time. What were those the best ones?
Um, Probably The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
I
Everyone
mean,
loves The
I know
Hobbit.
there were a lot of people who said The Hobbit was really bad because it wasn't following the books and it was bloating 5 pages. But I mean, it was still yes. But I mean, he can't exactly copy word for word or exactly what happens because otherwise it'll be a very short film.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much, yeah. Which I honestly don't don't panic everyone who's watching his videos right now. I never actually watched The Hobbit in my rest of my life. I never watch it.
Wait, what?
It's true. It's true. I never watched it. I never watched The Hobbit. I never seen it. Like I know everyone's talking about it, but I never have the time to watch it. Is it really good? Please tell me, is it good?
Get the box set, all three DVDs, and watch all of them.
I will do that. I will do that.
$23, go get it.
And worth my money? Okay, I will get that. All right. What about the three movies? That's part of my question is, have you seen the Hunger Games? So the first one and the second, and including the third,
um,
you can say.
I have watched them, but I didn't really get that. I wasn't really into them. I mean, like, they were okay, if in my opinion, but I just didn't really enjoy them as much as I do with other things.
Ah, I see. Um, what about the interview? What about the
I
interview? Like,
haven't watched it.
it's it's freaking funny. Like all the top like over the top tens of like top 10 stars of that movie. It's hilarious. The very hilarious comedy movie I ever seen. It's really good.
Well, things the only reason
Uh,
I can't really watch many films out here is because where I live in Spain, there's only one English theatre, and I don't usually always have the time to go to there because it's all the way in Barcelona, and I'm quite far away
yeah,
from there. So it's kind of like
yeah, but there's one you can watch the movies on Netflix. Like the interviews on the Netflix, like the digital version of it. Like you can
I'm
watch
not
that.
paying for Netflix.
What? Well, that's the only way you can actually get into to watch the movie for free. Well, even though you get paid every time for every month, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, so
Like
it's not for free.
I know, but there's a lot of like HD stream videos you can watch
Yeah, but
on
also my
Netflix. Like,
internet's kind of bad, so it wouldn't really work for me.
God dang it, man. All right, so what's the other question is?
This might
Uh,
have to be the last question because like if you look at the Skype chat, I had to sort of wrap up. So
all right. Last question is that oh gosh, where is that thing? Did I even write this down? Um, well, okay. No, maybe the last question is this is a random question is will there be any more videos on your content like in the future? Will there be many more?
what you mean on my YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, this time I should be talking your channel, which
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there'll be plenty of stuff coming up. There's the continuation of COS, which will be happening. Episode 2 will be happening soon, I guess. Then there'll be game nights that'll keep happening. More podcasts.
More podcasts, yeah.
And then I might start doing gaming stuff. I kind of want to keep that stuff separate with Machinima, but that'll probably be happening. And then after that, I've got 2 other projects planned after that, after Cancer Helios anyway. So
Yeah. So the other question was from your capture part question. It's actually for me. I actually forgot to tell you to mention that. Not only that I have the HD PVR2, I actually have the Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. Like you,
Roxio, no,
I know
no.
I think I made a mistake that time, but it actually, I got it kind of it worked just a little smooth because I'm talking to you on your podcast, like on my Windows 7 laptop. But currently right now I'm actually I have my desktop right behind me. Is that the only thing I don't have at the moment is just the speakers. Like the speakers, the only thing I just missed it like last night when I got the new monitor and the desktop desk and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But the Roxio thing, I am not doing the Roxio on my desktop because I don't want to risk it at all. So yeah,
Yeah, don't risk it. Always go for quality. That's always what I say.
yeah.
The
But that's all
quality
my
is important, no.
yeah. So, and this is all my questions. So I guess we can wrap up for our broadcast.
Well, it's a 52-minute, well, only 53, but so unless you got anything else to say, then
That's pretty much all my questions really. That's all my check. That's all my check my notebook really.
oh, okay. Well, this has been a podcast by Badger. Production Studios Enterprises
Yay!
and Inferno Productions. And I guess see you all next time in the
And
future.
This is Badger 1997 signing out.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.